because what does it do to the essential oil molecules?
That it go deep into the skin to the last layer of the epidermis.
Exactly. Essential oil molecules are going to get to the last layer anyway, but that is going to make it penetrate even quicker.
Yeah, and very good.
Exactly. Now you want to make sure that the skin fully absorbs this product, because next we're going to apply the gommage. If you have not penetrated this product and there's still dampness to the skin, it's going to take forever to influence any type of peeling. Okay? Now we have gommage 303 and gommage 305. Can you remember what gommage 303 is for? What type of skin?
Normal and oily.
Very good. And gommage 305?
Dry and sensitive.
Exactly. Now, I am actually going to use gommage 305. Reason being is because there's still some sensitivity to our skin. Okay? And I really want to go in and help hydrate. The 303 would suffice, however, I feel the gommage 305 would really tone down any of the inflammation in our skin. So that's why I'm going to go with the sensitive gommage.
Yeah, she's sensitive and like the capillary, and she dehydrated, but peeling, but the acne.
Okay. Take gommage 305. I'm going to use about a quarter size. Now, gommage 305 has more of a medicinal smell because of the white nettle. Remember what I said about the white nettle? It takes those inflamed capillaries and it vasoconstricts them, so it tones down the redness that's in the skin. Now, some people love gommage, some people hate gommage, and the only reason why I find that people don't like gommage is because they haven't properly been trained with it. If you find yourself not achieving any type of peeling, could be because of two reasons. A, you didn't use enough, or B, the client is so dehydrated they actually absorbed all of the product. If you ever run into that where you're not stimulating any peels, just add more. So I penetrate, then what I do, I dry my hands off, alright? Because the longer your hands are moist, the longer it's going to take to stimulate peels. So you want to penetrate it, you want to completely apply the product in an even layer over the face, dry the hands off, and then aerate the product. Lighten your pressure, bring air into the product, start influencing peeling.
In case that you have the kind that have very bad acne, hormone acne, but in bad condition, you can stimulate the skin like that.
You're just using very, very light strokes. I'm not going hard at all. Okay? This stuff is phenomenal for clients that are peeling.
I can tell I started getting
Now, if someone has a lot of loss of elasticity, hold the skin taut, okay, and follow in one direction. People that have acne, you never want to go like this. Even with people that don't have acne, you never want to saw. You never want to go in circular motions. You always want to go in one fluid motion, okay? And if there's any loss of elasticity, keep the skin taut. And remember, lighten the pressure. As soon as a product becomes tacky or like kind of sticky, you really want to start lightening the pressure. I'm just doing a final sweep of the skin, getting rid of any peels that are left on the skin. Now, if you find that they have,
You want the steamer?
oh, not yet. You can actually turn that off. So since there's peels along her hairline, I'm just taking a dampened piece of cloth, and I'm just going around the hairline just to pick any loose peels up. But we are not removing the gommage from the face, okay?
Because they keep working by
They
themselves?
keep working. There's an ingredient called carob extract, which actually binds to 400 times its weight in water. So it's going to be really hydrating to the skin. So we don't want to remove that. Okay.
Maintain the water on the skin. So. With doing this again, the product maybe gets more deep as soon as doing this product.
I'm sorry?
The product that we was putting before, the
The gommage.
When you do that, they start getting deep together with that.
This is just going to help re-emulsify it so you can penetrate the product. And then the essential oils are going to penetrate again. Now, I can see a huge difference just in the redness in her skin, the inflammation of the skin. Because before, when she laid down, she was really dehydrated, and there was like her complexion wasn't the way it is right now. So this is where you really start seeing the results starting with our treatments. Okay? And Gommage 305 for anyone that's sensitive or severely dehydrated with that redness to their skin, it is amazing, even for clients that suffer from like acne. Okay? Like if there's any redness. I had a client once, I was in North Carolina, it was probably maybe a month ago, and it was the second time I was visiting an account. And just love the account. So the owner said to me, she was like, all right, Molly, I have a friend who has acne. Dermatologist told her that it's a special type of acne, but she's really inflamed and really red. So she comes in. I was like, well, tell her to come in and I'll take a look at her skin and we'll try to figure something out for her skin. So she comes in, I looked at her skin. Her acne was like almost like teeny tiny little like pimples, but there's no whiteheads to it. But all of her cheeks were just inflamed red, right? And oily. She was really oily too. Did Gommage 305 on her, followed by 103 mask, which is a clay mask, which we're going to use in this treatment as well. The redness was toned down a whole bunch. Okay, so the way that we can really address any type of like dehydration sensitivities, acne sensitivities, anything like that, Yanka really has a really strong grasp on that. And it's not only are we really great with anti-aging, but all skin types, regardless of what's going on. Okay? So it's going to be really complementary to what you're offering. The aggressive, and then you have this, okay, which is also going to help the sensitivities that can arise in any type of skin type at any age. Now, we're going to make sure that we penetrate this deep. Because next what we're going to do is we're going to apply our peel. Now, the active micro peel, it's going to be 22% acid, okay, with a pH of 3.5. Now remember, Alpha Complex was a pH of 3.5, so it gives you an idea how strong Alpha Complex is as a retail product, okay? The active micro peel, you're going to have mandelic acid, malic, tartaric, lactic, salicylic. Okay, so it's going to be a mix of alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids. Okay, and that's one way that you get a really great universal exfoliation.
Yeah, I saw the ingredient and they have a main ingredient of each one.
Mm-hmm. Okay. You can use up to 2 dropperfuls. 2 dropperfuls of this will give you 19 treatments per bottle. Okay? Now, depending on the size of someone's face, you might not need 2 dropperfuls, but you have up to 2 dropperfuls for 19 treatments. Okay? So you start application down at the neck, just to do a patch test. Make sure they don't become red or inflamed. Okay. And we're just going to start application on the forehead.
Eventually it doesn't do nothing on your skin if you do it too much.
the peel.
Mhm.
If you've done really aggressive like peels, this you're not really gonna feel. Especially if you've done like TCAs or
No, I'm talking about your own arms.
oh, my fingers.
Your fingers.
My fingers are fun, but the thing is, I only come in and do one treatment. If you're doing back to back to back, I would say wear gloves. Definitely wear gloves.
So this is peeling you're doing?
Mm-hmm.
So the less aggressive one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so please learn this very well because a lot of clients are going to be interested in this.
This is with alpha hydroxy
Mm-hmm.
and beta.
Alpha and beta. Now, do you know the difference between alpha and beta hydroxys?
Well, all depends of first what is the ingredient, what they do on the skin,
But
and
what is the difference between alpha hydroxy acids and beta hydroxy acids, just in general?
I don't remember.
So beta hydroxy acids, they actually digest the dead skin cell itself.
Yeah, it's more for peelings.
Okay. The alpha hydroxy acids,
To hydrate.
it breaks up the, we like to call it cellular cement. All right, what cellular cement is, when the cells are down at the basal layer, they're very plump with moisture. It's called intercellular moisture. But as the cell starts traveling up the epidermis, okay, up to the stratum corneum, it starts to flatten out, and that intercellular moisture starts to seep out of the cell, and it starts to harden almost like a glue. So it keeps that dead skin cell stuck to the surface. So an alpha hydroxy acid goes in, breaks up that glue that's holding the keratinocyte or that dead skin cell to the surface, where the beta hydroxy acid is going in and it's actually eating away at the dead skin cell. So you're getting an overall really great universal exfoliation. Okay, that's why you see a lot of times salicylics used in like acne treatments. Because what is the main reasons why people suffer from acne? Overabundance of dead skin cells, right? So they say, okay, salicylics, we're going to go in, we're going to break down any dead skin cell buildup and try to clear up your acne that way. Okay?
And lactic to hydrate.
Mm-hmm.
Among them people as well.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell us at school that we cannot mix all of them. We can mix 1, 2, 3.
It depends. Stacking, no. Meaning you apply glycolic, then you apply lactic, and then you apply salicylic, no. If it is a formulated peel, let's say professional peel that's already formulated with acids mixed, yes. The thing is stacking's become very popular where people are taking like TCAs, then they're putting like a 20 or 30% lactic on top of the TCA, followed by something else on top of that. That is not okay, because that's where you actually start scarring the skin. And there are some things, if you Google it, like stacking, like peel stacking, you'll see people who have scarred their face because it's too aggressive. It's way too aggressive. So yeah, so they're telling you the right thing when it's talking about stacking, but if it's already a formulated peel, professional peel from a company, you're fine.
So, yeah. No, they told me no with TCA, none.
Right.
The conference, the beauty conference, the dermatology that I went, with TCA, nothing. Just mask to hydrate in case the person is too dehydrated and a lot of water. Nothing else until they finish the TCA treatment. But with the microdermabrasion, they use sometimes 1 to 3 different type of alpha hydroxy and beta hydroxy.
I know people do it. Myself, I still consider that stacking, so I don't do it. I just do a microdermabrasion and not do the peel. I either do microdermabrasion or a peel. But some establishments will do a microderm, but like a peel like this, possibly, do I condone it? No, I don't. I say do either or. Because the other way is a bit aggressive. And let's say, God forbid, you have someone who comes in and has really, really sensitive skin and they react because you already did microderm, you stimulated the skin, you've already traumatized the skin, then you put an acid on top. It could essentially really, I'm going to say, it could hurt the skin, it could damage the skin. It's a possibility. So I'm not big into that. So what we want to do is you're going to let this process for 1 to 2 minutes. 1 minute for more sensitive skin, 2 minutes for more oily skin. Okay, to remove, you're going to take a piece of like medical grade gauze because it's going to be very rough. You're going to dampen it in water. Make sure that it's dampened because that's going to deactivate the peel. Okay, you're going to start removal down the neck using circular motions. This is going to help further the exfoliation. Turn on that steamer for me again.
But a lot of skin came off. Yeah?
Yeah.
But it's weird because you don't even see it like peeling. You don't see anything.
So you saw it on that?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, man, see it? It hurt?
Like the yellow.
Oh, the